The idea that the elites require our consent to conspire against us taps into the concept of collective consciousness and the power of individual and group thought to shape reality. This perspective is deeply intertwined with spiritual and metaphysical beliefs about the nature of existence and the role of consciousness in creating and influencing our world. From ancient spiritual traditions to modern interpretations of quantum physics, there is a recurring theme that reality is not a fixed, immutable construct, but rather a dynamic, observer-dependent phenomenon. Quantum physics, with its implications of the observer effect and the uncertainty principle, suggests that the act of observation influences the behavior of particles, leading to the idea that consciousness plays a fundamental role in shaping physical reality. This aligns with ancient spiritual teachings that emphasize the power of the mind and the interconnectedness of all things. For instance, the saying, "as above, so below, as within, so without," attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, encapsulates the principle of correspondence, indicating that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm and vice versa. This principle suggests that the inner state of consciousness can influence the external world, and understanding this can empower individuals to effect change both within themselves and in their surroundings. The elites, or those in positions of power, are often perceived as being aware of these principles and using them to their advantage through techniques like predictive programming. Predictive programming is a concept where media and other forms of communication are used to shape public perception and expectation, effectively guiding the collective consciousness towards certain outcomes. By repeatedly exposing people to specific ideas, images, and narratives, the elites can influence public beliefs and behaviors, steering society in directions that serve their interests. However, the notion that consent is required for these manipulations to succeed underscores the potential power of individual and collective will. If people become aware of how their thoughts and beliefs are being shaped, they can choose to resist and redefine their reality. This awakening involves recognizing the true nature of our existence as a holographic reality, where the mind dictates matter, and realizing that we have the ability to co-create our world. Spiritual leaders and teachings throughout history have emphasized the importance of awakening to our true nature and reclaiming our power to shape our destiny. By fostering a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all life and the creative power of consciousness, individuals can break free from the manipulations of the elites and manifest a reality aligned with their highest values and aspirations. The persistence of propaganda is a testament to the power of repetition in shaping public opinion and influencing consent. Politicians and those in power understand that by repeating a narrative often enough, it can become ingrained in the collective psyche. This technique, known as the illusory truth effect, relies on the simple principle that familiarity breeds acceptance. When people hear the same message repeatedly, they begin to perceive it as true, regardless of its actual veracity. This manipulation of belief systems is a cornerstone of control, allowing a small, knowledgeable elite to guide the masses towards specific outcomes that serve their interests. However, it's crucial to understand that this manipulation is only effective if we allow it to be. The fear that might arise from acknowledging this manipulation can be paralyzing, but it's important to recognize that this fear is a tool used to keep us compliant. If the elites truly held absolute power, their grip would already be unbreakable. The fact that they resort to constant propaganda and psychological manipulation indicates that they are dependent on our consent. This consent is often given unknowingly, as people accept the repeated narratives without questioning their origin or purpose. Understanding this dynamic is the first step towards reclaiming our power. We are not helpless pawns in a grand scheme. Rather, we are active participants in the creation of our reality. The knowledge that our thoughts and beliefs shape the collective consciousness is empowering. By becoming aware of this process, We can choose to withdraw our consent from manipulative practices and instead direct our energy towards more positive and constructive endeavors. The teachings of the Hermetic tradition, particularly those found in the Kybalion, emphasize the power of the mind and the creative potential of human beings. According to these teachings, the universe is a mental construct, a grand dream in the mind of the all. This suggests that reality is malleable and can be shaped by our thoughts, intentions, and actions, the creative potential of human beings. According to these teachings, the universe is a mental construct, a grand dream in the mind of the all. This suggests that reality is malleable and can be shaped by our thoughts, intentions, and actions. The Hermetic maxim that man is equal to immortals through the gift of speech and mind highlights the profound capabilities we possess. Speech and thought are not just means of communication, but powerful tools of creation. The elites, aware of this potential, strive to keep the masses in a state of ignorance and distraction. Endless cycles of propaganda, conflict, and economic instability are designed to keep people in survival mode, focused on immediate concerns rather than the deeper truths of existence. By keeping the populace preoccupied, the elites can maintain their control and prevent people from realizing their inherent power. This video aims to break this cycle of manipulation by encouraging viewers to recognize their true potential. By withdrawing consent from the systems of control and manipulation, individuals can begin to reclaim their power and contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and just world. This involves questioning the narratives presented to us, seeking out alternative sources of information, and cultivating a deeper awareness of our own thoughts and beliefs. The transformation begins at the individual level, but has the potential to ripple outwards, affecting the collective consciousness. When enough people awaken to their true nature and refuse to participate in the systems of control, the power of the elites will diminish. Imagine a world where soldiers refuse to fight, where people refuse to accept false narratives, and where communities come together to create positive change. This is not an impossible dream, but a very real possibility if we harness the power of our minds and work together towards a common goal. In conclusion, this video is a call to action. It invites you to awaken to the true nature of reality, to see through the manipulations of those in power, and to reclaim your role as a co-creator of the world. By doing so, you can help bring about a brighter future for humanity, one based on truth, compassion, and unity. The journey begins with a single step: the decision to think critically, question the status quo, and believe in your own power to effect change. Neville Goddard's teachings about the power of imagination and the importance of the Golden Rule highlight a fundamental principle of reality, the law of cause and effect. This law operates in both positive and negative directions, emphasizing the significance of our thoughts and intentions. Goddard's warning about imagining harm for others serves as a reminder that our thoughts and actions create ripples that inevitably return to us. This concept aligns with many spiritual traditions that advocate for treating others with kindness and compassion, as our inner world directly influences our outer reality. The idea that the cabal or elites need our consent to carry out their plans underscores the power of collective consciousness. They attempt to plant ideas in our subconscious through media, entertainment, and other means to subtly gain our agreement. This strategy relies on the principle that our collective beliefs shape reality. By keeping us ignorant of our inherent power and the true nature of reality, they aim to maintain control and avoid the consequences of violating the Golden Rule themselves. Understanding this dynamic empowers us to reclaim our sovereignty and reject manipulative narratives. The concept of living in a simulation or a holographic reality is intriguing and aligns with both ancient wisdom and modern scientific theories. The frequent occurrence of repeating numbers such as 1111 can be seen as a glitch in the matrix or a sign from the universe. These synchronicities serve as reminders to stay awake and aware of the deeper truths of existence. They signal the presence of a higher intelligence guiding us and urging us to look beyond the surface of our everyday experiences. The frequent appearance of repeating numbers and other synchronicities highlights the interconnected nature of reality. They act as wake-up calls, prompting us to remember our true nature and stay aligned with our higher selves. Despite the immersive nature of this simulation, these signs encourage us to maintain our awareness and not get lost in the illusion. They remind us of our power to shape our reality through conscious thought and intention. Modern science often dismisses these practices as primitive, yet they reveal sophisticated knowledge of the mind's capabilities and the underlying structure of reality. The Great Pyramids of Egypt, among other ancient achievements, stand as testaments to the advanced spiritual and technological understanding of our ancestors. These structures defy simplistic explanations and challenge modern assumptions about the progression of human knowledge. In recognizing the sophistication of ancient civilizations, we can appreciate the continuity of wisdom that spans across millennia. This wisdom teaches us about the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of aligning our inner world with our desired external reality. By honoring these teachings and remaining vigilant against manipulative influences, we can reclaim our power and co-create a reality based on truth, compassion, and harmony. Ultimately, the realization that we live in a simulation or a holographic reality empowers us to take control of our own lives. By understanding and applying the principles of mind over matter, we can navigate the illusion with greater awareness and purpose. This perspective shifts us from passive participants to active creators, capable of manifesting our highest potential and contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. By understanding and applying the principles of mind over matter, we can navigate the illusion with greater awareness and purpose. This perspective shifts us from passive participants to active creators, capable of manifesting our highest potential and contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. As we embrace our true power and reject the manipulative tactics of the elites, we pave the way for a more enlightened and liberated future. The idea that ancient shamans and magicians were not intellectually primitive is indeed compelling, suggesting that their practices were based on profound insights into the nature of reality. Their knowledge of the invisible ether aligns with modern concepts like the quantum field, which is understood to be a field of infinite potential responsive to the observer's intent. Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich touches upon this ether as a neutral field that can be influenced by a strong, burning desire. This concept resonates with the principles of quantum physics, where the observer plays a crucial role in shaping reality. The sustained existence of magical and dark arts practices suggests that they are not mere superstitions, but are grounded in some functional understanding of reality. The placebo effect is a fascinating phenomenon that underscores the power of belief and intention in influencing physical outcomes. When a person believes that a fake medicine will heal them, their body often responds as if the medicine were real. This effect, which science struggles to fully explain, highlights the profound connection between mind and matter. Joseph Murphy's "The Power of Your Subconscious Mind" echoes this sentiment, suggesting that the mind holds incredible power over physical reality. Across different religions and spiritual practices, people have reported miraculous healings, which could be attributed to the power of belief and intention rather than the intervention of any specific deity. This suggests a universal principle at play: the mind's ability to influence the physical world, supporting the idea that reality is more fluid and less objective than traditionally understood. The inconsistency of reality, as suggested by the placebo effect and faith healing, challenges the notion of a purely natural and solid world. If mind over matter is true, it complicates the task of proving the objectivity of reality. This could explain why modern science faces significant challenges in areas like gravity, string theory, dark matter, and the reconciliation of quantum physics with Newtonian physics. These advanced theories may be struggling because they are based on the false premise of a strictly natural, objective world. Instead, if we consider reality as a malleable construct influenced by the mind, it opens up new avenues for understanding and exploring the universe. Predictive programming and rituals are tools used by elites to shape collective reality. Rituals can induce a state of receptiveness in the masses or the practitioner, making it easier to manifest desired outcomes. The 2012 Olympic ceremony, with its symbolic references, can be seen as an example of predictive programming related to the virus outbreak in 2019. These rituals serve as programming templates, subtly influencing the subconscious minds of the masses to align with the elite's agendas. By recognizing these patterns and understanding the power of mind over matter, individuals can reclaim their sovereignty and resist manipulation. The interplay between mind and matter suggests that reality is not as fixed and objective as it appears. Ancient practices of magic and shamanism, the placebo effect, and faith healing all point to the profound influence of the mind on the physical world. Modern science's challenges in explaining fundamental aspects of reality could stem from its reliance on outdated paradigms. By embracing the concept of a malleable, observer-dependent reality, we can unlock new potentials for personal and collective transformation. Understanding and harnessing this power allows us to navigate the world with greater awareness and intention, breaking free from the manipulative influences of the elites and co-creating a reality based on truth, compassion, and empowerment. Rituals, especially those involving subliminal messaging, are designed to bypass the conscious mind and implant suggestions directly into the subconscious. This technique is powerful because the subconscious mind governs much of our behavior and decision-making processes without our conscious awareness. By embedding messages artistically and subtly, those in control can influence the masses without them realizing it. This method of predictive programming uses the collective unconscious to manifest their agendas. When individuals unknowingly participate in these rituals, they give their consent, thus contributing their mental energy to the desired outcome, furthering the elite's control over collective reality. The education system, mainstream media, and organized religions play significant roles in maintaining this control. Schools often prioritize rote learning and conformity over critical thinking and self-discovery, leaving individuals ill-equipped to question or resist manipulative influences. Media perpetuates fear and anxiety, creating a population that is easier to manipulate and control. Fearful and depressed minds are more susceptible to suggestion and less likely to challenge the status quo. Religion, when used as a tool of control rather than spiritual enlightenment, can indoctrinate individuals into beliefs that keep them spiritually and intellectually subservient. This systematic suppression of knowledge ensures that the masses remain unaware of their true potential and power. The elite's need to suppress this knowledge stems from their reliance on external energy sources. By disconnecting individuals from their inherent divine energy and identity as immortal beings, the elites can exploit them for their own gain. This manipulation keeps people in a state of fear and ignorance, making them easier to control. The elites promote the idea that humans are insignificant in the vast cosmos and that life is inherently meaningless, encouraging a pursuit of pleasure and materialism that distracts from deeper truths. The threat of eternal punishment for disobedience, as preached by some religious doctrines, further instills fear and compliance. In individual reality, a person who understands their true nature and divine connection can actively co-create their life in alignment with the Creator's will. However, in the collective reality, the majority are manipulated into supporting the elite's agendas. The few who understand and resist are often marginalized or silenced. The ongoing wars are prime examples of this manipulation. Despite the obvious cruelty and pointlessness of these conflicts, many are deceived into believing they are fighting for noble causes. In reality, these wars serve the interests of the powerful, enriching and empowering a select few at the expense of countless lives. To break free from this manipulation, individuals must awaken to their true nature and potential. This involves questioning the narratives fed by education, media, and religion, and seeking knowledge and practices that reconnect them with their inner divinity. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection can help individuals reclaim their power and contribute to a shift in collective consciousness. By understanding and applying the principles of mind over matter, as suggested by quantum physics and spiritual teachings, individuals can co-create a reality based on truth, compassion, and mutual empowerment. Ultimately, the path to liberation involves recognizing the illusion of separateness and embracing the interconnectedness of all beings. By doing so, individuals can transcend the fear and manipulation perpetuated by the elites and work together to create a harmonious and enlightened collective reality. This awakening is not just a personal journey, but a collective evolution towards a more just and equitable world. The more people awaken to their true potential, the less power the elites will have, and the more we can co-create a future that benefits all of humanity. The current era is marked by a significant awakening as more individuals begin to uncover the truths about their own power and the manipulative structures of the elites. With the vast amount of information available on the internet, seekers can piece together the reality of their situation. This awakening signifies a shift in consciousness that the world might not be fully prepared for. The key to this transformation lies in individual empowerment. By focusing on personal growth and applying principles like the law of assumption, individuals can create their desired realities. The law of assumption, popularized by Neville Goddard, emphasizes the power of belief and imagination in shaping one's life. When individuals assume the reality of their desires and act as if they are already true, they manifest those desires into their physical experience. To empower yourself and influence the collective reality, it is crucial to understand and practice the law of assumption. Begin by believing that your desired reality is already true, and use your imagination to create vivid mental pictures of it. Consistent practice of imagining and feeling the emotions associated with your desires being fulfilled is essential. Additionally, it is important to gradually reduce your dependency on governmental and elite-controlled systems and to develop critical thinking skills to question the narratives fed to you by media, education, and other institutional sources. Personal development plays a vital role in this journey. Engage in mindfulness and meditation to connect with your inner self and strengthen your intuition. Use positive affirmations to reprogram your subconscious mind towards your desired outcomes. As you create a better life for yourself, others will notice and become curious. This is your opportunity to share your knowledge and methods and to form communities with like-minded individuals who are also seeking to break free from the control of the elites. Focusing on unity and compassion is essential to this process. Avoid getting entangled in divisive issues such as race, nationality, religion, and politics, recognizing these as tools of control. Instead, advocate for unity and compassion among all people, emphasizing our interconnectedness and shared humanity. The ether, or the creative field of infinite potential, responds to the intentions projected onto it. By using your imagination to project positive intentions and desires, you harness the power of this neutral field to manifest your reality, aligning with the idea that reality is malleable and shaped by the collective consciousness. The journey towards self-realization involves recognizing the illusions and distractions designed to keep you subservient. By awakening to your true nature as an immortal being with the power of speech and mind, you transcend these limitations. This awakening is a return to your inherent divinity and a step towards fulfilling your potential. The path to a better collective reality begins with individual empowerment. As more individuals awaken and embody their true potential, the collective consciousness will shift towards a more enlightened and harmonious state. In conclusion, awaken, recognize your power, and take the first step towards creating a reality that reflects your highest aspirations. The time for change is now.